everybody, I'm Twila.
And I'm Jillian.
And this is Twilla and Jillian. And here we are. It's almost the end of September. So we thought we should have a little conversation about fall bulbs.
Because there's so much potential stored in a bulb.
I know, it's quite amazing. Everything that blossom needs is actually ready to go inside.
So there is actually spring bulbs that you plant in the spring and fall bulbs that can bring you fall color. But you plant spring bulbs in the fall. Clear as
mud. So basically, generally speaking, 95% of the time, when you are planting bulbs in the fall, it's for blooms in the spring. However, there are always exceptions, and we actually have one sitting on this wonderful table with an assortment of things.
Yes, this beautiful water lily crocus.
Yeah, so the Latin name is colchicum. Oh, that's really good that I tried that. We'll just leave that for now. But as you can see, it's already got a little sprout on it. This is it right here. So there you go. This we would plant right away. We would get any leaves in the spring, Jillian?
I don't think so. They're going to start showing on a little bit later in the fall. Like right about now, they're in blossom. So my girlfriend just sent me a photo of hers in Nelson, BC. So they're in full blossom right now. To get blossom for this season, if you soak them overnight before planting, that'll promote growth that very season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I think at this point, maybe my guess is that you should just get them in the ground.
I'm always nervous about that kind of thing because I feel like we never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Not until
weather-wise.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's great. I'm excited to give that a try.
Yes. And then I think the rest of them that we have here we're going to plant them in the fall and they're going to come up for us in the spring. So we've got quite the variety.
Yeah, we do.
Do you want to start over here?
Sure. So we have two kinds of crocuses. There's many kinds of crocuses you can get. These are right here, probably more traditional, multicolored and a larger bloom. But Jillian brought these ones over that look super interesting. They are a saffron crocus.
Yes, and so these truly are where we harvest saffron from.
Wow.
So it's just, is that the stamen?
Yeah, I think
stamen.
Yeah, we're going to call it the stamen, the long part.
Yes.
This long orange bit. Yes.
So that is where saffron comes from. And another interesting thing too, so when you are purchasing bulbs, if you take a look, so mostly crocus will naturalize itself and the clumps will grow. But in a lot of the bulbs, you want to look for something that either says species or botanical.
Okay.
Usually that means it's going to be a smaller, shorter bulb, but that it's a truer perennial in our climate.
Yeah, because even some bulbs that will come back, I know with tulips, right? Like you can plant it one year and it's like, it might be something fancy like this one that's red and white, but then it will default to like the regular color, which I believe is just red. I've heard of that often happening. And that with most tulips, you may get a second or third season out of them and then they kind of just
puts out.
They just puts out a bit.
Yeah. But this one, so this is a part of the tulip family as well. And when you're looking again at that package, so it says botanical tulips. So it's a mid-spring flowering one, but it's shorter and perhaps doesn't give that same oomph as the tulip.
But you know what? I love the look of this. It's so charming, and it looks like, you know, when we were little kids and we drew the tulip with the little, you know, pointed edges. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah. And that lovely little star shape. So I'm excited to see this in your place, actually.
Yeah, I'm excited to give these a shot. That's great. Now, there was something else you told me about tulips that I didn't know before. This is a real nugget of information. Jillian, let's use one of these really big bulbs because it's very easy to see.
Yes. Okay. So the bulbs do have, as you see, a flat size and a little tummy. So the tummy is where all of the foliage is going to come out of, and the flat side is where it's going to flower. So if you're going to plant it in a cluster, you may want to keep in mind in the design way that your foliage is going to come out this way and your flower this way. So you may want to plant it in sort of a crown.
Right. So it depends on if the display is 360 degrees or if you're up against a wall or something else. So you can be very strategic in the planting.
Yep.
So I find
always pointy tip up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's easy to get confused and think it's just like a little turnip, but no, pointy side is up.
Yes.
So we all know crocus and we all know tulips as bulbs. They're probably the most popular, but there are other ones that we have on the table that I think are really, really interesting. We already talked about this fall blooming crocus. This is a daffodil that is called the poet's daffodil.
Yeah.
And it is a naturalizing one. And I believe it dates back quite far. I almost want to say 1800s.
Oh,
It's
really?
been around, it's a variety that's been around for a long time. And it's super reliable. And I don't know. It's possible that it's scented. I can't remember. But it's interesting because some daffodils are scented
Yep.
and some aren't. So anyway, I'm excited to give those a shot. And then this guy right here, it's a squill, right? A blue
Yes,
squill.
yes.
So pretty. And it's so great to see this because I have a volunteer one in my garden and it's slowly making more. So I'm excited to add this to the community.
These are so hardy, and everyone always asks at Greenland. When they come in Greenland, we've got a really beautiful display of them and the grape hyacinth, etc. Everyone asks for this. Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
and
what
the
is that?
grape
Yeah.
hyacinth, the muscari. I mean, for anyone in this area, Edmonton, Sherwood Park, that has a lot of clay in their soil, I grow muscari, and they thrive here. So I can't say enough good things
And
about
I would
them.
say the soil quality where we have these planted isn't fantastic either, and they just thrive.
It's really great.
Yeah.
And then these big guys, they're just like I'm going to say the regular daffodil, but daffodils are interesting. I've tried to grow them before, but I think I planted them too deep or something, maybe too much shade. But I've heard because they come up early, and I know when I go to BC, I often see them under trees.
Yeah.
People use them as underplanting because they come up. The timing is such that they come up, they bloom, and then the tree leaves out.
Yeah.
So then it becomes shady
Oh, okay.
after. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I have a few spots like that I might try some of those bulbs in my yard.
That's a good idea.
Always thinking.
Always thinking.
My hands are feeling tingly from those bulbs.
Yeah, were you touching the narcissus and the
I
paperweights?
put those in there.
Okay, well, you've got kind of a glow going on right now. If it starts getting
bad?
puffy. No, but we've got kind of a redishy, blushy light going on.
Okay.
A little bit of a glow. If it starts puffing, we'll take a break. I think you're okay. I think you're okay.
Okay.
But don't
touch my eyes.
No, you should maybe go wash your hands actually before we begin.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Starts with a V. Van something. Okay. Are we supposed to be focusing on starting this? Okay. Sorry.
Great. Ready? Anytime?
Okay.
Okay. And hi everyone. Welcome to Twilla and Jillian.